universe won't last forever. In fact, its death is already written. Not tomorrow, not in 1,000,000 years. But one day, everything you know, every star, every planet, every trace of life will vanish. Imagine looking up at the night sky and seeing nothing. No stars, no galaxies, just an endless frozen black. That's not sci-fi, it's physics. Here's the twist. Scientists already know how the universe will end. And the answers are darker, stranger, and more terrifying than anything Hollywood could invent. Because the universe doesn't just stop, it unravels. Time stretches, matter decays. Even the building blocks of reality dissolve into nothing. Today, you and I are going to witness that ending. Together, we'll walk to the final second of existence and see what waits beyond. We're used to stories that have beginnings and endings, a book, a movie, even a human life. But the universe? It feels eternal, infinite, always here. Yet physics disagrees. The cosmos had a beginning, the Big Bang, 13.8 billion years ago, which means it must also have an ending. And the strangest part? Scientists can already sketch out 3 terrifying possibilities. The first, heat death. The universe expands forever, until stars burn out, matter breaks down, and only cold emptiness remains. The second, the Big Rip. Expansion doesn't just continue, it accelerates so violently that galaxies, stars, planets, even atoms are torn apart. And the third, proton decay, where the very particles that make up you, me, and everything simply vanish. But here's the question. Which ending will we get? And what does it actually look like? To answer, we'll have to take a journey. Not across space, but across time itself, into the far, far future, where the universe becomes unrecognizable. Let's start billions of years from now. The sun is gone, burned out. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, collides with Andromeda, forming one giant cosmic city of stars. Beautiful, but temporary, because slowly, relentlessly, the stars begin to die. One by one, the lights go out. First, the massive blue stars, then the smaller yellow ones. Finally, even the faint red dwarfs flicker away. And then, darkness. No stars, no warmth, just black holes, drifting like predators in the dark. But here's the twist. Even black holes don't last forever. They evaporate. Yes, really. Over unimaginable timescales, black holes leak energy, hawking radiation, until they shrink and vanish. The largest black holes will take 10 to the power of 67 years to die. That's a number so huge, your brain can't process it. By then, Earth, the Sun, and every trace of life will be long forgotten. So what happens after the last black hole dies? That depends on which ending plays out. In the heat-death scenario, the universe keeps expanding. Galaxies drift farther and farther apart until none are visible from any other. Energy spreads thin. Temperature sinks close to absolute zero. What if I told you? In this future, even time itself loses meaning. Because when nothing changes, time stops being measurable. Imagine being trapped in an eternal, frozen nothing. That's heat death. But there's an even scarier possibility. Dark energy, the mysterious force pushing the universe apart, doesn't stay constant. It grows. Galaxies rip apart, stars rip apart, planets rip apart, you rip apart. Eventually, even atoms are torn in half. If the Big Rip happens, it won't take trillions of years. It could happen in as little as 22 billion years from now. Not tomorrow, but cosmically speaking, that's soon. And then there's proton decay. Protons are the tiny particles inside every atom, making up the matter around you. Physics suggests they might not be stable forever. They might eventually just disintegrate. If that's true, then even if the universe survives expansion, the matter itself will dissolve. Every atom, every molecule, every you, gone. If protons decay, it would take 10 to the 34th power years for matter to truly disappear. Compare that to the universe's current age, 10 to the power of 10 years. That's a number with 34 zeros. And here's where it gets weird. In every scenario, heat death, big rip, proton decay, the ending is the same. Nothing. No stars. No matter. No light. Here's the mind-blowing part. The universe might not just end, it might restart. Think about it. The Big Bang wasn't just the beginning of time. It might have been a cycle. Some theories suggest the universe could collapse and explode again, endlessly repeating. Birth, death, rebirth. But if that's true, then this isn't the first universe. We might be living in the trillionth version, and when ours ends, another will rise from its ashes. And here's the kicker. In some scenarios, new universes could even bubble out of the old one, branching off like cosmic offspring. That means when this universe ends, others might already be thriving, filled with alien stars and strange laws of physics. But what does it mean for us? For you, watching this right now? It means the story of existence is bigger than we can ever imagine. We are just a single line in an endless cosmic poem. Our universe is temporary, but the cycle of creation might be eternal. That's both terrifying and oddly comforting, because even if everything we know fades into darkness, something, somewhere, may always be reborn. So, what should we take away from this cosmic horror story? First, endings are inevitable. Everything, stars, galaxies, even universes, has an expiration date. The fact that we exist in this brief, shining window between the Big Bang and the Big End is a miracle. Second, our perspective is tiny. We worry about the next election, the next job, the next notification on our phone. Yet in the grand story of the cosmos, all of that is noise. The real drama is unfolding across trillions of years. And third, the universe ending doesn't mean meaning ends. Quite the opposite. Meaning comes from the fact that we exist here and now. Out of countless possible timelines, we are alive at the precise moment when stars still burn, when Earth still thrives, when life can ask these questions. Think about that. You are part of a fleeting golden chapter in the history of reality itself. So maybe the end of the universe isn't just doom. Maybe it's a reminder. A reminder to live fully, to wonder deeply, and to remember how precious this brief spark of light really is. And so, the day the universe ends isn't really about the far future. It's about us right now. The fact that we can even imagine it, that we can look at the stars and think billions of years ahead, that's the real miracle. But here's the twist. What if the ending isn't what we expect? What if physics is missing something? Could consciousness or life somehow shape the universe's fate? That's the question I'll leave you with. So, what do you think? Will the universe freeze, rip apart, or restart in an endless loop? Drop your theory in the comments. I'll be reading. And if this journey gave you chills, hit subscribe, because on Xtenly, we dive into the mysteries that make you rethink everything. Until next time, look up at the night sky. The stars are still burning, but not forever.